In tonight's headlines, President has strong words for this generation in opening remarks of budget presentation.
High Court rules the President's delay in appointing opposition leader as unconstitutional.
Third annual Dominica Bike Festival roars to a successful finish.
Miss Antigua and Barbuda crowned the 2026 Miss Caribbean Culture Queen.
Tian Winter and Young Lyrics crowned as part of Antigua's Carnival.
157 migrants rescued after boat catches fire in English Channel.
UFC fighter Alan Nascimento dies at 34 after apparent heart attack.
2 firefighters killed after helicopters collide battling Greece wildfire.
And Dominica crowned the 2026 Windward Island Super 50 champions. Good evening. We are your presenters, Soana Gordon
and Michael Pierre,
with this evening's edition of EmoNews. This is the news package for August 4th, 2026.
We'll be back with the details of the news in just a moment. First off, in local news, the government of Dominica today presented its 2026-2027 national budget during the first sitting of the 4th session of the 11th Parliament. In a customary address marking the opening of the sitting, President of Dominica, Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, declared that history will judge this generation.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, history will judge this generation not only by the challenges it confronted, but by the wisdom, courage, and determination with which it responded. We live in a time of great uncertainty, yet we must not allow uncertainty to diminish our confidence or weaken our resolve. While we cannot control every global force that shapes our world, we can choose how we respond. We can choose courage over fear, cooperation over division, and hope over despair.
Minister for Finance, Economic Development, Climate Resilience and Social Security, Dr. Irvin McIntyre, delivered the budget of just over $1 billion and tabled the estimates of expenditure for the financial year ending June 30, 2027, outlining the government's fiscal policies, spending priorities, and developmental agenda for the coming year. Ahead of the presentation, the government indicated that the budget would focus on addressing the rising cost of living, proposed tax reforms, economic growth, infrastructure development, healthcare, education, and other key national priorities. The 2026-2027 national budget is expected to shape the country's economic direction over the next fiscal year, with citizens, businesses, and stakeholders closely watching for measures aimed at strengthening the economy and improving the lives of Dominicans. Aspects of the budget will be highlighted in this week's newscast. The High Court of Dominica has ruled that the President of Dominica, Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, acted unconstitutionally by failing to appoint a leader of the opposition for 18 months following the resignation of former opposition leader Jesma Paul Victor in June of 2022. In a landmark judgment delivered by Justice Zainab Jawawa Alami, the court found that the president should have taken into account the support of the 4 opposition senators when determining who should be appointed to the post. The constitutional challenge was brought by former opposition leader Lennox Linton, who argued that the president's failure to fill the office violated the Constitution. The Attorney General had maintained that appointed senators had no constitutional role in the appointment process and that their views were not required to be considered. The court rejected that interpretation, ruling that appointed senators are full members of the House and their support is constitutionally relevant. Justice Jawawa Alami further held that once the constitutional requirements are met, the president has a mandatory duty, not a discretionary one, to appoint a leader of the opposition. The court also dismissed the Attorney General's argument that the case had become academic after Jesma Paul Victor was appointed opposition leader in January of 2026, finding that the constitution issued remained one of the significant public importance and required judicial clarification. Responding to the ruling, Lennox Linton described the judgment as a victory for every Dominican who believes that the public power must be exercised lawfully, adding that today the Constitution won, democracy won, and accountability won. The decision is expected to have lasting implications for the interpretation of the Constitution and the future appointment of leaders of the opposition in Dominica. The third annual Dominica Bike Festival has concluded after an action-packed weekend that drew hundreds of motorcycle enthusiasts, stunt riders, and motorsport fans from across the Caribbean and beyond. Held from July 31 to August 3, the festival featured thrilling Ironman drags, a drift expo, motorcycle exhibitions, obstacle course competitions, international stunt performances, an exhaust song of competition, and live entertainment at Kinfield Airport. Dominica welcomed more than 300 regional motorcycles, over 14 imported vehicles, and international guest riders from Brazil, St. Martin, and the United States, making this year's event the largest staging of the festival to date. The Ministry of Tourism partnered with the event as part of its commitment to supporting activities that attract visitors and generate economic benefits for local businesses and communities. The festival wrapped up on Monday with an island tour, bringing riders together to experience Dominica's scenic landscapes while closing out what participants and organizers have described as a highly successful event. Registration is now open for the second annual GEMS Artisan Market JAM 2026, with organizers inviting artisans and creative entrepreneurs from across Dominica to secure their place in what promises to be the biggest edition of the event to date. Hosted by the GEMS Foundation, the two-day market will take place on October 28 and 29 at the Fort Young Hotel from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. each day during the island's independence celebrations. This year's event has been strategically moved to the week leading up to the Creole Day. Here is Public Relations Officer J.L. Joseph.
Moving the GEMS Artisan Market to October was a very intentional decision. By hosting the event during the week leading up to Creole Day, we're creating an opportunity for artisans to showcase their work during one of the most busiest periods of Dominica's independence celebration. And that's the time when the island welcomes home members of our diaspora and visitors from around the world. This year, we're expanding from 30 to 50 artisan spaces, but participation is by selection only. If you're a creator, a designer, a craft maker, agro-processor, or an entrepreneur with quality locally made products, we encourage you to register early. We want to showcase the very best of Dominican creativity, and we cannot wait to see what you have to offer.
Beyond shopping, patrons can enjoy an authentic Dominican cultural experience with local cuisine, live artisan demonstrations, networking opportunities, and nightly entertainment, creating a vibrant atmosphere that celebrates the island's creativity and entrepreneurial spirit. The GEMS Foundation says the artisan market has grown into an important platform for supporting local businesses, promoting Dominican craftsmanship, and strengthening the country's creative industries. Interested vendors are encouraged to apply early as participation is limited and spaces are expected to fill quickly. Registration will remain open until all available spaces have been allocated. The government of the Commonwealth of Dominica is pleased to announce that it has signed a contract in June of 2026 with CR5 Limited, valued at $898,000 for the rehabilitation of the Point Round Bridge. A site visit is scheduled for Tuesday, August 4, 2026, following which construction work will officially commence. The government extends its sincere appreciation to the people of Dominica for their continued patience, understanding, and support as preparations for this important infrastructure project are finalized. Every effort will be made to minimize disruptions to motorists and residents throughout the construction period. The rehabilitation of the Point Round Bridge is part of the government's continued commitment to investing in modern, resilient, and dependable infrastructure. Upon completion, the project will enhance public safety, improve connectivity, and provide a safer, more efficient transportation network for residents, businesses, visitors, and all road users. And finally, on the local scene, the mother of missing 16-year-old Jebiah Paul issued an emotional appeal to the public to help bring back her daughter home. On Sunday, August 2, Jacinta Paul of Portsmouth, via a social media post, said that it has now been 9 days since her daughter disappeared and described the ordeal as devastating.
I miss my child. I want to get reconnected with my child. It's tough. I'm a mess. Oh God. It's hard. It is hard. I don't wish this on nobody.
Paul thanked volunteers, churches, community members, and well-wishers for their continued support and urged anyone with information to contact the police or the family. She also appealed for more volunteers to join the daily search efforts and asked the public to remain positive and keep praying for her daughter's safe return.
Jebiah could have been his child, anybody's sister, anybody's niece. The negativity, let's put it down. Let's put it down. It's not called for. It's not helping. Oh God, please continue to pray for my family and I. Please continue to be there for us in a positive, supportive way. And let's just bring Jebi back home.
Meanwhile, police say investigations remain ongoing. According to the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force, Jebiah Paul was reported missing on Saturday, July 25, after she was last seen at a Georgetown home in Portsmouth wearing a blue t-shirt. Police say one person was arrested for questioning on July 27, and investigations involving that individual are continuing. Search operations involving police, emergency services, volunteers, family, and friends have covered several communities in and around Portsmouth, but have so far been unsuccessful. Authorities say every lead is being pursued and are urging anyone with information to contact the Portsmouth Police Station at 266-4654, the Criminal Investigation Department, or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS. Today marks 11 days since the Portsmouth teenager was last seen. We continue to pray for her safe return. And that's the end of the local news. Stay tuned for regional news with Sawana Gordon.
Tico, that's $800. Cash or card?
When cash is low, Tico is still ready. always card Chalo.
Would you like a copy of the receipt?
No Chalo, NBD already sent me the alert and I'll see it on Mo Banking later. That is it, from card to farm. Power your business with the NBD Small Business Credit Card. Your partner, your bank.
In regional news, Antigua and Barbuda is celebrating a major victory after Zane Frederick was crowned the 2026 Bank of Nevis Limited Miss Caribbean Culture Queen, earning 1,425 points to capture the regional title. The title of first runner-up went to Treasure Didier of St. Kitts and Nevis, who finished with 1,409 points, while Miriam Alexander of Guyana placed second runner-up with 1,396 points. Congratulations to the new Miss Caribbean Culture Queen, Miss Antigua and Barbuda, Zane Frederick. Congratulations also to all the contestants who represented their countries with grace, confidence, and Caribbean pride. The JCI Global Youth Summit 2026 has officially ended after 3 days of inspiring discussions, leadership development, and international collaboration in New York. Organizers expressed heartfelt gratitude to the speakers, partners, volunteers, delegates, and JCI members whose dedication and enthusiasm helped make the summit a success. They noted that participants transformed the event into a dynamic platform for meaningful dialogue, innovation, and leadership in action. Throughout the summit, young leaders from around the world forged new friendships, exchanged bold ideas, and strengthened their commitment to creating positive change within their communities and beyond. While the event has come to an end, JCI says the impact of the summit is only beginning, as delegates return home equipped with new knowledge, connections, and a renewed sense of purpose. The organization reaffirmed its commitment to creating more opportunities that empower young leaders to connect, grow, and lead, encouraging participants to continue making a positive impact until they meet again at future JCI events. The government of St. Lucia has officially launched its Newborn Grants program, delivering on a key promise made in the 2026-2027 budget. As of August 1st, eligible mothers of registered newborns can receive a one-time EC $1,000 to assist with the initial cost of caring for their babies. The initiative also promotes timely birth registration, ensuring every child has a legal identity from birth.
The government's Newborn Grants program took effect on August 1st, 2026, fulfilling a commitment made by Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre in his 2026-2027 budget address. Under the program, mothers of eligible registered newborns will receive a one-time grant of $1,000 EC dollars. To qualify, the child must be born on or after August 1st, 2026, and the birth must be registered within 6 months of the child's date of birth. Both requirements must be met. The newborn grant is intended to help mothers meet some of the immediate expenses associated with caring for a baby. It also encourages timely registration, which gives every child a legal identity and is necessary for accessing public services and obtaining official documents. The program forms part of the government of St. Lucia's efforts to provide practical support to families at the important stage of their child's lives. Further information on the Newborn Grants program can be obtained at the Civil Status Registry.
And we end regional news back in Antigua. Antigua's Carnival 2026 continues to deliver non-stop excitement following an electrifying INET Party Monarch Finals at Carnival City, where thousands of soca fans witnessed outstanding performances from some of the region's top artists. The night's biggest winners were Young Lyrics, who captured the Groovy Soca Monarch title, and Tian Winter, who was crowned Jumpy Soca Monarch, adding another major achievement to an unforgettable Carnival season. The excitement carried into Carnival Monday as vibrant bands, energetic revelers, and spectacular cultural groups filled the streets of St. John's. Among the highlights was the participation of Dominica's Africulture Stilt Walkers, whose colorful and energetic performances drew admiration from spectators lining the parade route. The celebrations continued today as the streets came alive once more with dazzling costumes, towering feathered creations, pulsating soca music, and the infectious energy that has made Antigua's Carnival one of the Caribbean's premier festivals. And that's all for regional news this evening. We'll be right back with international news.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It's going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
And internationally, more than 150 migrants were rescued early Tuesday after a small boat caught fire while crossing the English Channel from France to Britain. French and British Coast Guards rescued 157 people after the vessel's engine caught fire. 5 others had been rescued earlier. Authorities reported no deaths or serious injuries. The English Channel remains one of the world's busiest and most dangerous migration routes, with thousands attempting the crossing each year in small boats while seeking safety or better opportunities in the United Kingdom. In some sad news this evening, the Ultimate Fighting Championship is mourning the death of Brazilian flyweight Alan Nascimento, who has died at the age of 34 after an apparent heart attack in his sleep. Nascimento was found unresponsive on Monday morning and was pronounced dead at the scene despite efforts by emergency responders. The Brazilian fighter compiled a 4-2 UFC record and finished his mixed martial arts career with 22 wins and 7 losses. His final fight was in June. Nascimento is survived by his wife and 2 children. Tributes continue to pour in from across the mixed martial arts community, remembering him as a dedicated fighter and respected teammate. And in more sad news, in Greece, 2 firefighters have died after 2 firefighting helicopters collided while battling a wildfire northwest of Athens. Authorities say 1 helicopter crashed after the mid-air collision, killing both crew members. The second aircraft landed safely and its crew survived. The cause of the collision is under investigation. The incident comes as Greece continues to battle severe wildfires driven by extreme heat, dry conditions, and strong winds. And that's all the international news for this evening. We'll be right back with sports.
Coming up on the outside.
Sit down.
Tina coming up on the outside.
Look.
No way.
In sports news, Dominica is celebrating another major sporting achievement after the senior men's cricket team was crowned 2026 Windward Islands Super 50 champions. The Nature Boys secured the regional title following an outstanding tournament campaign showcasing skill, determination, and consistency on their way to lifting the coveted trophy. The victory is a testament to the dedication of the players, coaching staff, management, and everyone who supported the team throughout the competition. The championship marks another proud moment for Dominican cricket as the Nature Boys return home with the Windward Islands Super 50 title and recognition as the region's top one-day cricket team. Congratulations to the Dominica senior men's cricket team on an exceptional achievement. And finally in sports, the West Indies have taken a 1-0 lead in their two-match test series against Pakistan after securing an impressive 90-run victory in the opening test in Trinidad. Fast bowler Jaden Seals starred with a 5-wicket haul in Pakistan's second innings as the visitors were bowled out for 120 while chasing a target of 211. The victory marks an encouraging start for the Caribbean side under captain Roston Chase. Pakistan suffered a further setback ahead of the second test, with batter Shan Masood ruled out after fracturing a finger during the opening match. He is receiving treatment, with his availability for the upcoming series against England still uncertain. Even in Masood's absence, Pakistan staged an astonishing comeback in the second test, bowling the West Indies out for 344 on Monday. In reply, Pakistan dominated with the bat, striking a flurry of boundaries to close yesterday's play on 266 for 2, putting themselves in a strong position to fight for a draw, while the West Indies looks to limit the Pakistani attack to complete a series sweep. And that's it for sports. Stay tuned for the weather report.
This has been EmoNews for August 4, 2026. We have been your presenters, Suanna Gordon
and Michael Pierre. Do have a pleasant evening.